So I had a few minutes left tonight. I just wanted to record another video, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Scientology and homosexuality. This is a touchy subject in general for some people, especially when it comes to religious views. But this is something I wanted to bring up because Scientology is they're a hate group, but in not in the Westboro Baptist sense of the word. More, they're quieter. They're more undercover about their hatefulness. L. Ron Hubbard developed this thing called the tone scale. Basically, what it is it's attitudes of humans listed from the top, which is serenity of beingness, to the bottom, which is total failure. There's like, I don't know, 80 different points or something on it, and people are rated on that scale, and your value and worth as a human being is based on that scale. Like most things in Scientology, there's a lot of explaining that goes into stuff. It's not a simple task to explain Scientology because there's so many moving parts. But so let's go into the tone scale. The tone scale basically is an idea that you can mathematically pinpoint people's worth based on their how they are. It's this idea that there are people. Everybody is supposed to have a base tone level. Each level on the tone scale is a tone level. So hopefully that makes sense. Um, some people are considered to be angry all the time. Some people are considered to be covertly hostile. Some people are considered to be serene. That's serenity of beingness. Or there's conservatism, and there's interestingly enough, there's no love on there at all. Scientology is not about love. There is a thing called affinity. They don't refer to love as love. Actually, you don't really hear the word love in Scientology at all. And this is by design. I can only assume it's by design because I've never seen a religion that didn't have the word love in it. It's kind of crazy when you think Scientology as a religion, is a religion and they don't encourage love. Affinity is what it's called, and basically Hubbard defines affinity as how close you're willing to be with another human being. So obviously, sexual attraction would be a very high affinity because you're willing to be, well, close to another person in proximity. That's the idea, is it's proximity to each other. It's kind of a weird redefining of love, but to each his own, I guess. So the idea is that the affinity that a person has goes up and down based on where you are on the scale. So if you're on the bottom of the scale, you have none or negative affinity, and if you're at the top of the scale, you have the most you could possibly have. So it's kind of weird, but people are assigned levels on the tone scale based on training. You get trained on how to spot tone levels, and you're taught to avoid people that are below 2.0. As a matter of fact, Hubbard said people below this level of 2.0 on the tone scale, anyone below that is trying to die, and they will take you with them, and to be wary of them. And so homosexuals are considered to be 1.1 on this tone scale, obviously below 2.0. And Hubbard felt that anyone below 2.0 should be done away with, gotten rid of quietly and without sorrow, is the way he put it. I'm sure you can find it on the internet all over the place. It's a famous quote of his. So he considers like homeless people, disabled people, mentally challenged people, gay people, basically anyone that's not his idea of a perfect human being, people that should be gotten rid of. He was very much like like Adolf Hitler with his idea of, and I hate so much, I'm sorry to compare people to Hitler, but really this is a simple comparison, so I can draw a connection between that and something people are familiar with. Hitler had his idea of a perfect race, the Aryan race, and Hubbard had his idea of a perfect human, and anybody less than perfect needed Scientology to make them perfect, and Scientology was the only way to make them perfect. And if they refuse Scientology, then they deserve to be gotten rid of. and that was basically the idea. Scientology auditing is considered to create a person, or to take a person from being a lower level human being to a perfect human being in the eyes of L. Ron Hubbard. And obviously Hubbard did not consider gay people to be a perfect human being. So really, auditing is supposed to be a gay conversion therapy. So even if you're gay, if you get enough auditing, you'll become straight magically. Um, Scientology is very homophobic, and that's a word that people throw around too much. But Scientology is very homophobic, and it really is. It deserves that label, and gay people are treated terribly in there. I mean, you cannot be a Scientologist and be gay. I mean, take a few minutes. If you're gay, you can walk into a church and see how the people react towards you. They kind of keep their distance from you. They're weirdos. And I'm gay, and I was in the Sea Org for 3 years, and I actually was kicked out because I started to develop a relationship with a fellow male staff member, and obviously you can't do that. I mean, it's similar to the clergy, in the Catholic Church. I'm sure they wouldn't be allowed to do that either because being gay is a sin, but at the same time, it's not the same, because you are treated like less than human, and I don't think the Catholic Church does that. I think it's more of just a, well, we can't have this here, so you're gonna have to leave. Whereas in Scientology, you're told you're less than human, that you're worthless, that you are evil. I mean, really, gay people are considered to be evil, and I, for a long time, thought I was evil. And I used to think about, well, am I really trying to hurt people in my life? Am I really trying to end? And my friends, that I have now are the ones that encouraged me to kind of come out of my shell about that. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be comfortable with who I am now. But my dad said some of the most hateful things to me, and I don't know if that was the way he felt or the way Scientology taught him to felt. Don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. But he said some of the most hateful things to me. I mean, things that saying that he didn't raise me this way, and it just, they hurt, and it was I don't know if it was Scientology talking, but they really hurt, and this is the way gay people are treated in Scientology. I mean, you're taught to hate yourself. You're taught to think that you are evil, and that one day auditing will make you like a normal, good, straight human being. And it's very contrary to what I've learned since leaving Scientology, how accepted gays are worldwide now. I mean, and meeting so many other gay people along the way, that it just, I mean, it's not abnormal, it's not weird, but Scientology teaches you it is. And as a matter of fact, they teach you that you're evil, and that you're at 1.1 on this tone scale, and you're one of these people that should be done away with and gotten rid of. So it's just, Scientology is a hate group, but they're quiet about it. They don't run around picketing funerals and stuff like the Westboro Baptist Church does. So it'd be difficult to get them labeled as a hate group. Although Germany labels them as a threat to democracy, which is true, because Scientology is a totalitarianist ideal. I mean, they're really, they want total control. Scientology is all about control, and they do this through guilt and shame, and that's what I felt. I felt guilty and shameful for who I was, and it really made me hate myself. It took me a long time to actually learn to love myself, and I'm still working on that sometimes. So yeah, that is, I guess that's my second video for today. I don't know if I'll upload it today or maybe another day, but I guess I'm getting used to talking to myself. Alright, thanks for your time.